In this short segment, I will be talking to you about layers. Instead of wearing one big bulky system, you layer. And when you layer, you have more options. You got like pit zips right there. Look. Got this lightweight vest on, and I also have a fleece jacket lined with wind stopper that I've had for over 10 years. So if you buy quality, it'll last longer. But if you have just one big bulky system, you're gonna take that off. You're gonna get chilly, real chilly. And layering. It's all about layering, about using your noggin, your skills, your know-how, your can-do attitude to get you far. I'm telling you. All right, I'm gonna take this inside because I'm losing light. Layer. Pause that refreshes. Oh, coffee. Okay, so layering. It's real simple. So in some cases, really, really severely cold weather, windy, cold, nasty, icky, you're going to need a really heavy, parka, jacket, down jacket, what have you. Here in North Carolina, we don't get a lot of that severe weather. Most of it is very manageable with just a few layers of clothing. Now, this might apply to your area as well. I don't know. Hopefully it will, and it'll, serve you and help you in some form or fashion, right? So you have lots of options. You have your knit caps, your winter caps. We call them toboggans. I know a toboggan is a sled, but that's what we call them here in the South. I don't know why. I don't care. I like calling it a toboggan, so that's what I'm going to call it. A toboggan is always good to have. You want to stay away from any kind of cotton material, like 100% cotton during the winter time. So your body heat increases, you start to sweat, the cotton gets wet, it will not get dry. Cotton does not wick. So you want like an acrylic wool blend, predominantly acrylic cotton blend, something like that. Something that's going to wick away moisture and keep you warm even though you might get a little sweaty. One of the things I find super useful are the shmogs, the tactical scarves, the shaman, the kiapka, or blah, 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 the whatever, okay? And you can get away with wearing these things now because, people think it's like cool. It's cool. It's hip. It's cool. The hipsters wear these now, the hipsters. So you can blend in. You can be a gray man or woman. You blend right in, but you actually know how to tie this, and you know the many uses behind it. They've been around for, a couple thousand years, so they're probably pretty good to have. But this you can wrap around your face. It can be a scarf. It can be a sling. It just has a ton of uses, and it's always good to have. They pack light. They pack small, right? Or you can just wear them. It's not that bulky. It doesn't take up a lot of room. And in the wintertime, you can wear it around your neck or wherever. You can wear it around your waist if you want to. I don't care. You can make a belt out of it. But I recommend one of these. Have one of these in your pack or something similar, right? And then you can I'll put the toboggan on, and then I'll put the old shmog on top of that for some extra wind deflectification. Try saying that really fast. Deflectification. Just 3 times over and over. Okay, gloves, hand protection, that type of thing. I like these a lot. These are called wristies, and they have a little thumb hole in them. And they basically, you just rock them like this. These are fleecy and soft. I like them. See that? I got a little extra warmth in this area, a little protection, but I'm also mobile. So when I'm doing stuff around the campfire, or setting up camp, or tying hitches or knots or whatever for my hammock, whatever the case may be, my fingers are still out in the open, and I can do that tactile kind of stuff. And then I can layer, right? So I have these just Milsurp glove liners. Put those on. Got a little bit more layering going on, a little bit more warmth. Now, if it's wet or whatever, this isn't going to help me. So, I'll just take a glove. And there you go. Look at that. I got a 3-layer system. And if it gets warm or I need to do some handy work, I can go back down to the wristies. Alright? All 3 of these things, very lightweight. In and of themselves, very thin. Not a whole lot of protection. But when you stack them on top of each other, I mean, you've got a lot of protection there. So, think about that. Alright, so jacket-wise, vest, jackets, vests. I have this Windstopper fleece that I've had, this fleece jacket that I've had for years and years and years. I bought it, oh man, it's been well over a decade ago. I bought it for snowboarding, and it's I paid well over $100 for it, but I mean, I've gotten every single penny out of this and more, and it's still in excellent shape. One of the things I like about layering is I like to choose clothing that has like pit zips or venting systems, right? So if I start to get a little toasty, a little warm, I just open my vent accordingly, and it allows some cooler air to circulate, cool my body temperature down just enough, and then I zip it back up, good to go, right? And then on top of that, I can just do this lightweight vest. Super lightweight, very packable Primaloft vest. And it weighs nothing. It's a little ball. I can even make it smaller. And another good thing to have when you're backpacking for clothes or layers that are fairly compactable is like a stuff sack or a compression sack. I mean, you can take 3 or 4 items that, you know, when fully deployed, they're you know, kind of big. Like when I roll it up and put it inside a compression sack, it goes down to hardly nothing. So, and it's very lightweight. So I suggest some smaller compression sacks, and then you can distribute those throughout your pack if you want to, right? And then for my top layer, I just have this shell. This is a military surplus jacket that I got at the Army Navy store. This thing is awesome. It has Windstopper lining as well. Has an integrated hood that just comes undone when you undo these little hook and loop tabs on the back. And it sheds water great. It sheds snow. It's really all I need for what I'm going to be doing. And this thing packs up, you know, fairly small as well. And it has lots of little nifty pockets in it, and it's multicam. It's multicam. I would venture to say that this would cost well over $100 retail if you just took away the multicam and made it like a cool, hip jacket, you know, that you could buy at REI or wherever. I paid $5 for it. Get out there, look around, you'll find stuff. Maybe you haven't watched 100,000 videos on how to tie a shebang around your face like I have. So you just got this little fleece mask here. Nothing wrong with that. It's very lightweight. It's comfy. It's soft, and it packs right up. Compression sack. Bam. And that's it. I mean, really, for my trip, my winter trip, my winter hiking trip, it's going to be this jacket, that, okay, not this, these liners, these gloves, these, the wristies, and this fleece jacket, and the shmeh, and toboggan. Most of this I'll be wearing at some point or another. So weight really isn't a problem at all. And this stuff doesn't weigh that much at all. And once it's put into a compression sack or deployed for whatever situation, the weight and the room that it will take up it's just not going to be that big of a deal. Hold on one second. So stuff to think about when you're backpacking. What I've said from the beginning is don't concentrate on one particular discipline. I know a lot of people are into, preparing for a bug out situation, which, that could happen. Who knows? I mean, nobody knows what the future holds. Unless you're training hard every day, like doing like a seal fit or something like that, you're not going to be able to lug a 70-pound pack around with you. So you need to, I recommend that you check into to backpacking, ultralight backpacking disciplines and borrow from those. Don't pigeonhole yourself as far as your thinking goes and your disciplines, right? I employ a lot of different disciplines into just about everything I do because it just makes sense to me. Just don't look at this as all just like backpacking stuff, but like whatever your situation or potential situations might call for. You want to keep it light, you want to keep it durable, you want whatever you have in your system to do its job and then some. Like this jacket. It's a great shell, but as I said, it sheds water, so it's part of my rain system as well. The Shemagh, I talked about that. I mean, these things have so many uses that I don't understand why everybody doesn't have one, because they're great. So stuff to think about. Just think about it, Use your noggin. Use that noggin. Use the noggin. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. I got to work tomorrow. I got to get up at 4:30 in the a.m. It's Grubkat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments. Thank you for all the new subscriptions and the support. I really appreciate it. Google Plus has completely turned how I communicate with people upside down. I used to thank everybody individually for subbing to me. I no longer can do that. So I just want to thank you. And yeah, that's it. I just want to thank you. Thank you very much. That's 2 thumbs up right there. Grubkat, bye.